Hey friends, Stephen Mackey here from 2 Words Character Development and the Texas Way. And I'm so proud of your school because by watching this video, that means you are one of 45% of schools in the state of Texas who have chosen to participate in the Texas Way, an initiative founded by the Texas High School Coaches Association, Texas High School Athletic Directors Association, and 2 Words Character Development. We founded this initiative very simply to decrease the number of ejections in UIL sporting events, to increase the quality of sportsmanship, and to strengthen the relationships between coaches, players, fans, and officials. And over the last year, our first year, we had incredible impact across the state of Texas. We saw 45% of school districts across the state of Texas sign up for the Texas Way. We saw double-digit reductions in almost every sport across the UIL slate of sports. We saw less fan ejections. We saw less coach ejections. Across the board in every measure, the Texas Way was powerfully effective at what we set out to do. But the work isn't done. You see, as we begin this new year, we have asked every coach, every student athlete, and every official to recommit to the Texas Way, and we're asking you to do the same thing. There are 3 pillars that guide what it means to play the Texas Way. And we established these pillars so that we could have a common language across the state of Texas, so that when one of the over 4,500 officials who have gone through a certification course to be a Texas Way official shows up to officiate a competition, they can see that this school is a Texas Way school. They know the language, the pillars. The athletes on the field or on the court can be reminded of the teachings, reminded of what it means to play the Texas Way. We have a common ground that together we can build a more positive sporting environment. Those pillars are a respect for others, a control of self, and a spirit of competition. A respect for others is simply the idea that I will give respect because of who I am, not because of what you do or what happens in my circumstances around me. A control of self is to recognize that sports are inherently passionate and there will be anger and frustration, but I will put boundaries on those and I will not let my anger, my frustration, my disappointment cause me to lower the standard of my character. And a spirit of competition is to say we care a lot in the great state of Texas about winning, but we recognize that winning isn't just about a scoreboard, that the purpose of athletics is to be a classroom for the game of life, that students can learn through sport how to be successful in the game of life, and that lesson is greater than the scoreboard. And so while we will give our absolute best to be our best, we'll never let our passions, our desire to win, cause us to lower the standard and sacrifice our character or the bigger picture. Now, as we make these recommitments to these pillars, we've challenged coaches, athletes, and officials with specific actions they can take to do their part to live out the Texas Way. And as a community member, a parent, there are also some specific actions that I'm going to ask that you take to do your part to support the Texas Way. And here they are. Number 1, I want you to be for your kids, not against the other. You see, when you make this commitment to be for your kids, you make one choice that makes 1,000 others for you. Because if I am for my kid, I can't put another kid down. If I'm for my team, I can't criticize my coach. If I'm for my team, then me yelling at the official actually doesn't do anything to help me be for my team. In fact, it makes it worse for my team. Because friends, no matter how big the stadium you are cheering in is, your kids hear you on the sidelines. They hear your negativity. They hear you blaming the official. And when you do it, you give them permission to do it. When you question the coach, you give them permission to question the coach. When you lower your standard of behavior because of a bad call or a disagreement or the way a game is going, you give them permission to do the same. You see, to be for your kids is one choice that makes 1,000 others. The second thing I'm going to ask that you do is that you stay in control when you disagree. Friends, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I can promise you that every game you go to support your child, you will disagree with a call. It may be a call that your own kid makes, it may be a call that the coach makes, maybe, most likely, a call that an official makes. You will disagree. And when you do, be a grown-up and stay in control. Yelling at an official is not passion. Yelling at a coach is not being committed or supporting your kid. It's immaturity in its purest form. And we as adults must learn to not only practice, but to model for our children how to disagree without being disrespectful. And that means if you got to count to 10, brother, count to 10. If you got to take a deep breath, take a deep breath. If you got to go stand at the end of the fence, and go stand at the end of the fence. Do what you have to do to stay in control. And when you find yourself at the point where you simply cannot take it anymore, you're so frustrated with the officials, then can I encourage you? Go to the Texas Association of Sports Officials website, sign up to become an official. Because if you are not willing to be a part of the solution, then you cannot complain about the problem. Our officials are working hard. They are taking the training. They are spending the hours on top of their jobs, 9 to 5, to come and make the classroom of athletics possible. Let me be clear. The number one reason officials get out of the game is because of fan disrespect. And when we do not have officials, then we do not have a game. That means our kids cannot learn the lessons of sports. That means communities do not have a place to rally around. There are far-reaching implications. And we as adults must lead the way and model what it means to disagree without being disrespectful. And the third commitment that I have for you is never forget the power of your influence. You will pave the way, the path that your students will follow. If you are negative, they will follow your negative path. If you're positive, they'll follow that. If you question officials, they'll learn to question officials. If you demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity, they'll learn to demonstrate resilience in the face of adversity. Never underestimate the power of your influence. It's not just the words that you speak after a game. It's what you say in the game. It's your body language. And if I can encourage you, the most important things you can ever say to a kid when their game is over are, I love you, I'm proud of you, and it's so fun to watch you play. If you can mean those three things with your body language, your facial expression, your tone, and your words, you will do so much to support your student as they are growing, learning to play the Texas way, and learning the lessons that the game of sport has to teach. Friends, we all have a role to play in the Texas way. I am going to do my part. We're challenging coaches to do theirs, athletes to do theirs, officials to do theirs, and now I'm challenging you to do yours, to be for your team, not against the other, to stay in control of your disagreements, and to never forget the power of your influence. Do this, and you'll be on your way to supporting the Texas way. So proud of your district, so thankful to be on this journey with you, and I'm excited to see us all play, coach, support, officiate the Texas way.